Have you ever found yourself checking out a girl and wondering, how on earth do I approach her? Of course you have. Everyone has. And you probably felt, at least to some degree, like the question just seems so endless, right? If she's walking, do I stop her? Well, what if she's reading or working? Should I interrupt her while she's in the middle of her work? Well, what if she's with her family? Should I just go up and risk offending them, perhaps, because I'm hitting on this girl right in front of her dad? Right? And there's so many different types of interactions, and there's so many different variables at play. And that's what I want to cover in this section, so that you could land the result really, really quickly and with as little confusion as possible. Now, before I get into the specifics on all the different types of interactions that you might come across and how to open them, and for one, also, that's one, and how to interact with them all together, I do want to offer you some general guidelines on how to open a girl, because it's going to be relevant no matter what interaction you find yourself in, okay? So the first one is, before you even head out altogether to meet girls, you always want to make sure hygiene is in order, okay? Hands down, one of the most common mistakes that guys make is they just smell like they haven't showered in a month, or their breath is horrible. And when they come up to me and ask me questions, I'm like, dude, you're killing me. And the girl's gonna be way less understanding. At least I care. She's just gonna wanna leave, and you're gonna make her feel really grossed out. Okay, so make sure you smell good. Next, you wanna open her right away. The moment you see the girl, you wanna walk right up to her and you wanna start the conversation. Okay, you're not gonna stand there and wonder, well, does she have a boyfriend? Should I open her after she crossed the street or before? What am I going to say? What's my opener? Everyone gets caught up on the opener, and none of these things are going to help you in that moment, okay? You could always walk over there and find out that she has a boyfriend, or find out you don't actually like her that much, or maybe the 15,000 other things that you were worried about happening actually do happen, and then the interaction ends, okay? But the fact is, you don't know anything until you go over there and find out. So head over there, do the best you can, and do all the reflection afterward, okay? Simple as that, and you'll think, okay, well, what could I have done better for the next time? Next rule, you have to speak loudly and you have to speak clearly, okay? If she can't hear you, or you're not speaking loudly enough, you're mumbling your words, you're smushing your words together, she's not going to be able to understand you. And not only will she not be able to understand you, but you're going to come off very unconfident, and neither of those are great ways to start a conversation, okay? It's horrible. So you got to speak loudly and you got to speak clearly, the way I'm speaking to you right now. Now, as far as your body language goes, you need to be calm, okay? It's okay to be nervous, but if you're shaking or you're trembling or you're jittery, you're going to freak her out. She's going to think you're a total weirdo and she has no idea what the hell you're trying to do, and she's going to want to leave, okay? So you got to try to stay relaxed. Okay, you also want to make sure to look her directly in her eyes with piercing eye contact. You want to look at her shoulder to shoulder, where your shoulders are facing hers, and you want to stand close to her. So no more than, let's say, 18 inches away, all right? You want to stand close to her, because otherwise you're not going to be able to occupy her undivided attention, and that's what you need to be able to run this interaction properly. Okay, next, when you open her, you want to make sure to make your intentions abundantly clear, okay? No hiding your intentions crap. That's garbage, okay? You're not going to ask for directions. You're not going to ask her what time it is. You're not going to ask her where she got her shirt. You're going to tell her the truth, okay? You saw her, you thought she was gorgeous, and you really wanted to meet her, or whatever variation of that you thought you felt most comfortable with, okay? But again, no hiding your intentions. That stuff is such crap. Okay, next, have you ever walked around for a long period of time and felt like, oh my God, there are really not a lot of cute girls out there, right? Like, I know I've been there. I know I'd walk around for, let's say, 20 minutes at a time, or sometimes even longer. And this is in New York City, by the way. And I'd be so disappointed, because I was just out the night before and I saw stunning girls everywhere. They looked so hot. And then I'd walk around in the daytime and I'd think it was a total disaster, okay? It was like, I felt like, oh my God, maybe I really should make a Tinder account, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows I hate online dating, so it was really that bad, okay? And then one day I decided to approach a girl who was kind of cute, right? She was like a 7 out of 10. Normally I wouldn't be crazy about that. This time I went for it, and when she came out for our date, she blew my mind, okay? This girl went from being a cute girl wearing baggy shorts, a t-shirt, flip-flops, that I really didn't take that seriously, but now she was wearing tight jeans, a low-cut shirt, she was wearing sexy heels, and her hair was done. and this girl was drop dead gorgeous. Okay, she shot up to like a 9, or at least eight and a half. Blew my mind. Okay, and that's when I realized, look, women are nowhere near as dressed up in the daytime as they will be at night when they come out to see you. Okay, they want to impress you, and they're just not expecting to meet someone they like in the daytime. And so, that being said, what I want you to do is I want you to lower your standard just a little bit in the daytime compared to the night. Meaning, if you like girls that are 7s and you only go above that, in the daytime, maybe drop it to like a 6 or a 6.5. Don't go that low, but realize when she comes out, she's gonna increase to like a 7.5, an 8, or even higher sometimes. Okay, some girls just don't dress that well in the daytime. Now, when I say that, really, I don't want you to think I'm telling you to like drop your standard. Okay, you're still gonna have to see her if you keep her around without like makeup, and when she sleeps and when she comes out of the shower and so on. I don't want you to feel like you shot yourself in the foot. But I also don't want you to judge her as hard in the daytime when she's not even at her best. All right. Now, the last guideline I want to leave you with before talking about the different types of interactions is don't be surprised if the girl seems a little caught off guard or isn't talkative at first, or she seems a little bit skeptical. Okay. Most women really are not expecting to meet a terrific guy in the daytime. She's just not. Okay. That's why they go to the club. Right? And she might not know how to respond to you. She might be skeptical. She might not know how to respond. She might just be like, okay, I really don't even know what to do here. So you got to commit yourself right now to push past any resistance that she gives you and not freak out at the first sign of non-compliance. Okay? You want to just be like, all right, she needs some time. Okay? So right off the approach, a good trick is, obviously you're going to treat it like it's not a big deal, but you can make what we call a statement of empathy, where you're going to say something like, oh my God, sorry, I did not mean to scare you. Don't worry, I'm not trying to steal your purse or anything weird like that. I honestly just saw you. I thought you looked like out of this world. You're freaking gorgeous. And I just wanted to meet you, if that's all right. Nice to meet you. And then you're going to tell her your name, okay? So without further ado, we're going to jump in the next video, and that should make a lot of sense to you. See you in a moment.